now tuned in to your favorite host of choice, Miss Akita Jones, Miss Akita Jones, Miss Akita Jones. Hey! Let's go! Turn your radio up and just listen to your voice, your business. You're now tuned in with your host of choice, Miss Akita Jones, the lady with the voice. Miss Akita Jones, Miss Akita Jones, Miss Akita Jones, the lady with the voice.
What's up, everybody? You are listening to Your Voice, Your Business podcast with me, Akita Shine. And I have a wonderful guest with me on today. You guys have seen her on my page so many times because I do love to promote and advertise small businesses, especially Black-owned nail salons. I want you guys to welcome my first guest, Tina Cain.
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? How are you, Akita?
I am wonderful. Tina Cain. Tina
Yes,
Cain. Tina
ma'am.
Cain.
Hey.
So, of course, a little backstory on how I know Tina Cain. Okay, we both are from Jacksonville, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
We met in Jacksonville, Florida, and she used to, I remember when she wanted to do, when she wanted to be a nail technician, so she would practice on my nails.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that one nail that just wouldn't get right?
Oh yeah. That was a learning experience for me, but I'm past that now. So
Oh, when I tell you, I'm looking at your work and you are so amazing. So tell me the name of your business.
right now it's Nails by Tina Cain.
Okay.
Because I am in a salon with other individuals, my other coworkers.
Mhm.
And the salon's name is Psalm, like the Psalm in the Bible, but you drop the P, so it's SALM Nail Salon and Spa, and that's here in Lafayette, Louisiana.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, so that's the name of the salon that I'm working in, but me as an individual, as an independent contractor, I'm under Nails by Tina Cain until, I get my brick and mortar. When I get my brick and mortar, then I will rebrand myself, and I have a few names in mind, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So right
That's
now you
right.
can find me under Nails by Tina Cain, not T-Pain, Tina Cain, like Cain and Abel in the Bible. That's how I have to tell people because you can spell Cain all kinds of ways,
Yeah,
but it's Cain.
perfect. So, T. Kane,
hmm
what inspired you to become a nail technician, and how long have you been in the industry, in the beauty industry?
So, um, what inspired me was I started over 30 years ago in high school um, at a vocational program called the West Side Skills Center.
Oh, yeah.
I started in cosmetology, which was an accident. I really wanted to be a veterinarian, so I wanted to start off as a veterinarian assistant because I love animals. However, they did not offer that program there. So, me following my friends, went into cosmetology.
Mhm.
Now, I love to care for my own hair, but caring for somebody else's hair is a whole different ball game. Of course, you know that.
Of
So
course.
I went into the cosmetology program blindly, realizing I didn't like doing hair. I like doing my own hair. That's it. So when we got to the nail portion, you couldn't get me from away from the table. I almost missed my bus going back to my home school because I could not get up from the nail table. That's when I realized that this is something that I really, really wanted to do. So,
Mhm.
um, it's been over 30 years, and you know, I stepped away from it for a little while. I did not finish that program, however, because of some bad choices that I made at that time in high school. And it just kind of took the joy away from me wanting to do it again because I didn't get my license. But I still had the skill. So that's something that could not be taken away. Um, and I wasn't licensed, so I just kind of did other things. I got pregnant with my daughter, didn't want to have her around the smell, so I just stopped for many, many, many years. Picked it back up in 2020, and that's when you started coming after COVID. So, that kind of forced me into getting back into it. But I just kind of been doing it off and on since then, but
Mhm.
then decided to go full force in 2025 when I moved here to Lafayette, Louisiana,
Mhm.
going to school at age 49,
Mhm.
deciding to finish before my 50th birthday and have my license, and I did that. So
Mhm.
it's never too late to go back to school. It's never too late to follow your dream. It's never too late to follow your passion. No matter what your age is, it can be done. So here I
I'm
am.
I'm so proud of you.
Mhm. Thank
You
you.
know,
Thank you.
if ain't nobody proud of you, but everybody's proud of you. I'm totally proud of you.
Yeah.
So, as an independent contractor, how do you build and maintain your client base?
Um, with character and integrity, I will
Okay.
say that. I'm very transparent.
Yes.
If I don't feel like something is best for you, I'm not going to sway your decision in doing what's profitable for me. That's money is not an object or an issue for me. What I pride myself on is nail help because I have the education. So if you have the education, why not use that education to better your client? You know, so many times I've had clients come in with very thin nails from the traditional nail salon. And that's because of lack of education. Um, so I just try to do what's best for my client and not what's best for my pockets. I try to market myself in that way, and that's what helps to keep and maintain my clientele, my client base, because word of mouth travels. It really does. And we have social media, and that's wonderful and that's great. But when someone actually comes to a person and says, "Hey, I need you to go try this salon," like she is going to educate you. She is going to tell you what's best for your nails. And when you look up the Google reviews under that nail salon, I have been mentioned a few times, as well as my other coworkers, um, about the education that they receive when they sit in our chair. Like, yes, time is money, but education is everything. So that's how I that's how I build, and that's how I maintain my client base. No, I'm not perfect. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm new to this. So although I've been doing it for off and on for a long time, but there are some things that you run across that you're just like, oh my gosh, what do I do? So you have to make a decision and do what's best. And it may not work all the time, but
Mhm.
trial and error.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect.
Hmm.
And one thing that you're doing is something that some people won't even think about doing. It'll only be in their mind, but they will not act on it. You stepped
Hmm.
out.
Hmm.
You stepped out. You went from being a dental hygienist, am I not right?
Assistant. Assistant. Yeah.
Dental
Yeah.
assistant
For over
to,
almost 30 years. Yeah.
and then you went from that to being from W-2 to 1099.
That's right. That's right.
And
That's right.
that takes strength, that
Hmm.
takes courage, and it's like you're happy and you're fulfilled
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
because that means everything. It's like if you didn't do that, you wouldn't have felt complete. You wouldn't feel
No, not at
complete.
all.
Mm-mm.
Not at all. Not at all.
What services
Hmm.
do you specialize in, and what trends are your customers and clients requesting most right now?
Most are requesting natural nails.
Okay.
Um, they like to do overlays, whether it's acrylic overlays, poly gel, builder gel overlays. I think I have more clients that are more comfortable with the builder gel. because they do have their own natural nails and they want to keep it that way. And excuse me, builder gel helps. It's not as hard as acrylic. You get the strength um, of the acrylic. However, it's flexible. It's not dense. So that's what the client likes. It's lightweight. So I have more clients that are doing the builder gel right now, and I wear builder gel myself. I prefer that. But I haven't really found anything that I specialize in yet because I'm still trying to find my groove, put it that way. But right now, I think I'm leaning more towards the poly gel, the builder gel, and the gel X material, which is a gel extension, um, because of the quick application versus building something from scratch or adding a tip and overlaying it, things like that. The tip is already made with the gel X. You just gel it on pretty much.
Mhm.
So.
Okay.
Mhm.
See, all that's new.
Oh yeah,
All
and
that.
I do pedicures. So this black girl does do feet, okay?
Do you? So do you travel?
I do to I would say to people that I know
Okay,
because I'm real funny about going into people's houses and the company they keep.
that's right.
And so right now it's just family.
That's right. Okay.
Um Hopefully, I'll elevate to do maybe a mobile van or mobile bus or something, to where I can go like in the vicinity, but not being in their home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
So I know it's difficult going from W-2 to 1099. What are some of
Mhm.
the challenges you've had to face as an adult trying to go back to school to accomplish your dreams and to accomplish everything that you said you was going to do? How did you how did you overcome the I would say mm, how can I put it? Hurdles. That's what I'll say.
I think for me, it's like when you're destined to do something, nothing will stop you. Nothing will impede your progress. Um, some things may try to slow you down, but the drive that you have within, that determination will continue to, fuel you so that you can keep going. That's
Okay.
that's what it is for me. Now, if this is a hobby, that's something totally different. You'll burn out quickly.
Mm,
But this wasn't a hobby for me. This is something that started over 30 years ago. And the thing that brought it back is just being still in that 2020 phase,
mm,
of COVID, having to really sit still and sit with myself to know that I had to reevaluate my life and say, hey, do you want to be a dental assistant all your life? Do you want to go back to school? What do you want to do? And I think a lot of us had that moment in 2020 where we had to reevaluate our whole life. We had to do a 360, some of us.
yep.
It took a couple of years after that to actually get there because the thing about it is timing. Timing is everything. I could have started in 2020, but if that's not where God had my feet to be planted permanently, it would have been a waste of time and a waste of money.
Hmm.
So everything had to happen in God's timing. And when it was due to happen, it flowed. It was just like, you know, I don't know, it's just like every door that I needed to have open just opened with no
Mm,
problem, you know.
timing.
And yeah, timing is everything. It really is.
Mm,
Did I want to start at 49? No. I wish. I'm looking back, I'm like, oh, that was 30 years ago. Man, I could have maybe had so many businesses at this age had I started at that time. But I don't think so. There were some things I needed to learn, some things I needed to walk through in order to be where I am. And I
okay.
know that even at this age, um, because the timing is right, things are gonna, happen quickly, you know.
Yes,
Yeah.
God's timing is always the best timing.
Hmm.
How do you balance creativity with running the business side of being an independent contractor?
How do I balance the creativity?
How do you come up with different designs, and then yeah,
Yeah.
how do you come up with different and still have a successful business?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with the area I live in. Like the
Okay.
people that are here in Lafayette, they're not flashy, you know. Not that I don't like flashy, I love flashy. Like I have a book of designs that I have done in school, that I've done here at the house, that, I can show my clients in that album and they're like, oh, this is beautiful. But will they wear it? No, because it depends on their lifestyle, their jobs, and things like that. So when you're dealing with principals, when you're dealing with nurses, when you're dealing with kitchen workers, when you're dealing with, let's see, who else? I have counselors, they prefer to have basic
Mhm.
nails. So in order for me to keep up with those trends, when I'm at the salon and I have a slow time, I just continue to practice,
Okay.
so that I can continue to keep up with the trends and things like that. And I'm more like an inspo artist. I can't just think of stuff off the top of my head sometimes. If you show me a picture, I can
Mhm.
figure out how to get there, you
Mhm.
know. Um, but I'm not just a person that can sit down and just draw um a canvas of something. Now I can do abstract art. I love abstract art because that's just circles, dots, lines, splashes of color, whatever. I can do amazing with that. So I
Mhm.
see a lot of I have a lot of people on my Instagram that I follow, that I see their work and I just try to, put my own twist to it. Sometimes I can copy it exactly. Um, so, I just kind of keep myself up to date with the different trends and things like that.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. And you've always been amazing at coming up with stuff, and then one thing I've learned, when you're in your 20s, you're gonna get the designs, and you're gonna get the long nails that's curved
Mm-hmm.
like I used to wear,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but I'm 45 now.
Mm-hmm. Try to tone it down.
Honey, I had to tone it all the way down.
Ah.
My nails probably be short so I can make a fist.
Look, I thought your fighting days were over.
Oh, maybe not. I'm just saying, but I feel like when you get a little older, certain things you have to tone down,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's not more sophisticated, no, because the
Mm-mm.
designs are sophisticated. All depends on what they want. But me personally, just give me one color, make them short so I can make a fist and go on about my business, and I'm still pretty. I'm just saying. What
Yeah.
advice would you give to someone who wants to become a successful nail technician as yourself?
Um, Never stop learning.
Today's show is brought to you by the letter E, B Hair Studios, located at 5584 Timaquana Road on Jacksonville's west side. Stop by and see my girl EB today and tell her I sent you. Okay.
Look for classes that will elevate your skill. Always remain teachable because we never arrive. There's always something new.
Mm,
Um, and just try to find that one thing that you like to do and really practice it. Like, you know, practice it at home, practice it in the shop, practice it in your downtime. Um, yeah, and don't exclude doing pedicures.
mhm.
There is a lot of money in doing pedicures. Like, who wants to go somewhere and have nails done and then have to go to another place and do a pedicure? That's so inconvenient. Like, I used to, when I was in my teens, that's the first thing I said. I ain't doing nobody feet. I ain't touching nobody feet. But, as you get older, it's like, come on now. Come on. Really? Would you want to go to a place and you got a good nail tech? and she lays it down on them nails. And then all of a sudden she tell you, I don't do pedicures, or beforehand she don't do pedicures. And all this lady want to do is just basically polish her feet, and you won't even do that. Like, you really have to uh retrain your mind to say, this is what I will start doing, because it's what's best for my client. Now, if they have problem toenails and things like that, no, you don't want to do it. You save that for an advanced nail technician or a medical nail technician.
Today's show is brought to you by the letter E, B Hair Studios, located at 5584 Timuquana Road on Jacksonville's west side. Stop by and see my girl EB today and tell her I sent you.
And that's another thing I'm going to incorporate in my services once I complete the courses. Because you have so many clients that have those issues, and you want to be able to service them without sending them away. So, yeah, just learn, educate yourself, find that one thing that you really are good at, and just perfect it the best you can.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Miss Tina Cain. Tell my audience how you can be reached and your address and your social
Okay.
media.
So I am at Psalm Nail Salon and Spa in Lafayette, Louisiana. The address is 102 Carmel Drive. We're in a suite building called Trendy Spaces. And on social media, I can be reached on Facebook, Nails by T Cain. Also on Instagram, Nails by T Cain. And I think on TikTok it's just Tina Cain. But all my nail work is on there. That's really not my personal page, but all my nail work is on there. And yeah, that's how I can be reached. So my link to book an appointment is in the bio. Of course, contact information is on there as well. So that's me.
All right. Thank you, Miss Tina Cain, for doing Your Voice, Your Business podcast. Until next time, same place. See you next week. This has been Your Voice, Your
Bye.
Business.
Thank you.
You're welcome, doll.
All right, sweet.
Miss Akita Jones, Miss Akita Jones.